Good morning, happy February, everyone. February, wait a minute. Fixtures. February already. January went fast. Let's see, get the chat up. It's another cold one here. I'll show you out the window while I get the chat up. Oh, there's my water bottle in the road. See, it's frosty out there. It's crispy and frosty looking. That's what it is. Let me get the chat. Aye, aye. I hope you've all had a lovely weekend. I hope you've had a nice day yesterday. I had a lovely day yesterday. Yesterday I stayed in my pyjamas all day and then I went for a shower and then just put on clean pyjamas. Good morning, sweet Jenny. And there's my lovely sky. There's my beautiful sky. Good morning, good morning. February already. February. And although a lot of us don't have Valentine's, I'm your Valentine. Good morning, Milo. See, if you're sitting without a Valentine, I'm just going to be, I'm putting my hand up, I'm jumping in, I'm manning up, I'm going to be the Valentine for all of you this year. Right. And I'll look at pictures. Do you know what? See if you start getting roses and stuff in your inbox, sparkly roses and things like that, boxes of chocolates in the shape of roses. You know, it's because you're not going to get a D pic off me. That I can 1,000% guarantee you. No D pics from me. Oh, my sweet Sky. Well, Jenny, I'm going to be your Valentine this year. This is what's happening. If I get fluff, every time I come on, I've got bloody fluff. But see, I've got a fluffy house coat. And see my black pillowcases, they're fur. So I wake up and I've got bits of black fur on me. So see if you see black fur and stuff, that's what it is. Thank you, sweet Jet. See, that you're my Valentine and I'm yours. That's just the way it's going to work this year. Ah, sweet Gemma. I know COVID. But listen, I'm going to be your Valentine. I hope your boyfriend doesn't mind. But I'm going to be your virtual Valentine's Day. Right? I'm going to virtually woo yous, red roses and stuff. Right, that's what I'm going to do. I'll be doing a makeup video, a Valentine's makeup video that I'll give you a rose and stuff. So even if you're a man, that's all right. I'll be putting makeup on you. You can wash it off afterwards. Edge of ASMR, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, news this morning. My dad got his COVID injection this morning. My dad's got his today and my mum's to get hers on the 10th. Also, my brother is getting his today. Now, so, because a lot of people don't know what's going on with the vaccine and what happened. Well, I was a bit shocked here. He's back for the doctors now anyway. And they give you the COVID injection, right? And you've got to sit for 15 minutes before they let you out the surgery in case you're going to take a reaction to it. And they've got beds sitting in case you do take a reaction, you're going on a bed. So, see, I'm glad my dad didn't know that before because they'd have been worried sick. But my mum now, she'll be worried. So I don't know, it must be immediate if you're going to take some kind of reaction, it must be immediate. But you've got to sit for 15 minutes before they let you go after getting the COVID injection. But he's fine. He says it just feels like the flu jab. It's just like the flu jab that they give you. But I'm glad he's got it. See, he's COPD and he's like in the age bracket, the older. And then my mum's getting it. And then my brother's getting it, which is also great. And I'll be getting mine. Hopefully I don't take a blooming reaction. I was telling my mum when I was getting, before they knew what kind of cancer I had, right? I didn't even know there was more than one kind back in the day, but they knew I had a tumour and they knew it was a secondary. It wasn't the primary tumour, so they had to figure out what kind of cancer I had, right? So they were going through everything. They were MRI me, CT scanning me, and I had to go for a bone scan, right? So what they do with the bone scan is they inject you with some kind of radioactive stuff, right? Some kind of radio. They've actually got the meters on the wall that they used in Chernobyl, to tell radioactive. They've got one of them in the actual place. So when she was injecting me with this stuff, she was started injecting it, and I felt the veins in my neck starting to heat up. And I was going, oh. I said, oh, the veins in my neck are heating up. And she went, I'll put it in a bit slower then. I went, oh, please, could you? Please. Don't blow my neck up. And see how the thing on the wall that does that, with you, that you can... My dad stood in front of it and it hardly registered. I stood in front of it and it was going up thousands. I was not allowed to go near pregnant ladies or children for something like 24 hours. I must glow in the dark. I must be. That's why the aliens want me. I'm like one of them. I'm like a little green man in my bed at night. Yes, Milo says, all brand new. Good morning, Sloth Queen. There's my lovely Moomin, my gorgeous English rose Moomin. My beautiful Moomin. I hope you are well and your family are well. Sky, I was alarming is what it was. You never even really think about veins in your neck. You don't. It's not something you think about really. But see, when they're heating up to an alarming temperature, I was like, oh my God. But she went, I'll put it in slower. I said, please do. Please. So there you go. I was pure radioactive. I was here, and seeing that wee bone thing, it was almost like, see how they things that they put astronauts in that tumble them round all different ways like that. It was kind of like that. See, when they were doing my bones, my legs were up in the air, my head was down here like that. Oh, I was in all different positions. I thought, this is either a torture device or a very sexy device, if you know what I mean. This should be in the red room, this chair. Should be in a red room. They had me bent in positions I hadn't been bent in since I was like 17-year-old. I'm telling you, it was... I came out like that. Oh, I came out, my bones were aching. My bones were aching when I came out. I think I pulled a hip out and everything. That was some, experiences. Experiences. Moomin, I must glow in the dark. I'm like a little green man in my bed at night. That's what I am. I don't need a night light. I just glow. Can you remember? I don't know if you will remember if you aren't in the UK, but Lolly, good morning to you. But there was an advert for a series. It's like a porridge, and it's called Weetabix. No, it's not Weetabix. It's called oh, it's not Weetabix. It's Ready Break. It's called, right, Ready Break. And back in the day when I was a wee girl, it's like porridge, but you make it with milk and you heat it up and all this, right? And on the advert, see when the wee boy and girl ate their Ready Break, they would be glowing in the advert, look, and it'd be like, fuel your insides with some Ready Break, right? And you'd be glowing. That's what I'm like without the Ready Break right now. That's it. Well, Sky, I glow in the dark. Plus, I've got my name tag on now, so people know where to take me. Hospital or home. Sloth Queen, I hope you have sweet dreams tonight. Thank you for coming in. My Chinese leftovers was amazing. See, I picked out yesterday. What can I'm guilty today. I'm guilty. I feel bad now because of all the Chinese food. Quite frankly, I'm disgusted in myself. I'm actually, the amount of fried rice that's went in my mouth over the weekend, it's bad. Yes, Ready Break, Moomin, can you remember I used to glow, and we always used to eat a Ready Break and then say to my mum, are we glowing, can you see us glowing? My mum would go, oh yeah, you're glowing, you're definitely glowing. And we'd be skipping to school thinking that we were glowing. Well, I'm like that, but it's radioactive stuff. See, between that and the amount of x-rays I've had over my life, it's amazing I'm still here, to be quite honest. So, because back in the day, the first CT scan I ever got, I was in my 20s before I got a CT scan. Before that, it was all x-rays, and sometimes I was getting like x-rays every single week. That's just the way it went. No, the new x-rays were bad, but they had to see what was going on with me. They knew there was stuff wrong, but they didn't know quite what. I'm drinking a naughty energy drink. Don't judge. Listen, don't be judging. I'm judging myself after all the Chinese food eating, so I'm having a naughty energy drink. Why stop now? Why stop now? Edge of his man, I know. See, that's what I like to do. I've got into a wee routine now. But, do you know, the thing was, I had ordered my Chinese meal about 6 o'clock or something, right? That's pretty late for me. And it never came to about 10 o'clock at night. So I had to only have a tiny little bit of it because see if I was to have more and I went to my bed, I would acid reflux in my bed. I've got to eat hours in advance before I go to my bed, or I'll wake up being sick. I'll wake up with sick coming up. It's romantic, I know. It's romantic. I don't know why it came so late. I think it must have been just really busy. As I say, see where I stayed, people are going mad in supermarkets, going crazy. There was no tomatoes last week. There was no fresh fruit and bananas. You'd be bloody lucky to find a banana. I don't know what's going on in my particular neck of the woods, but that was hours and hours and hours. I tell you, I'd been having my flavouring. I was starting to kind of slide down the chair. I had that much flavouring. I was like, where's my food? I need my food to wash this up. Yes, I'm still doing my soups on the other days that I'm not eating Chinese. I do my soups and I do my toast. And I get a lovely bread with seeds on it, which is delicious. I love that kind of bread, so I've got that as well. Oh, Moomin. See, Moomin, oh, you make the best food. Turkey roast dinner. Oh, I had lashings of chicken fried rice and chicken chow mein thin noodle combo. and a half a bag of prawn crackers. There was no shame. It was as if, don't look at me, MD. I had the blinds shut and everything. I was in here indulging in my guilty little pleasure all by myself. My son was sleeping. I never woke him up. I didn't want him to see what his mum had turned into. Sky, I'm good. I'm being good with my diets apart for the weekend when I do that. And then see Monday I've got the terrible guilt sets in, so that keeps me good the rest of the week. Good morning, there's my sweet Joyce. Good morning, lovely Joyce. Yes, good on you, Edge of ASMR. That's wonderful. I've lost, I don't know. The last I weighed myself, I'd lost 8 pounds or something like that. I had lost, so at least it's going down. I wouldn't weigh myself today after all the Chinese food. I'll weigh myself again on Saturday morning before the binge. Could that be classed as a binge? I'm not sure. Because I binge it over 2 days. It's like a 2-day binge, and that's all I have. It's not as if I have any. The Chinese food's enough. Moomin, I'm with you. I'm back on it today. I'm disgusted with myself, actually. Disgusted. In fact, see my top that I was wearing Saturday, it just shows you I must have missed the majority of my mouth because I'm going to need to bleach it. That's the good thing about white tops that I love. The bleach. I'm going to need to bleach it because I've got gravy stains. I'm just telling you, gravy stains all down it. I must have been missing my mouth a lot. Splash all down me like that. So very romantic. Wow, what a catch for MD this would be. But here, I love my weekend. My weekends are a wee thing that I've got that I love. I enjoy it. I do. I enjoy it. And I like watching Netflix and chilling myself. I Netflix and chill myself. Oh, Claire, that sounds wonderful. And good morning to you. Good morning. Hot cross buns. Oh, and it's coming up to Easter. I mean, I've got to have a hot cross bun heated up with a nice bit of butter. Thank you, sweet Joyce. And Edge of ASMR's doing wonderful as well. Beth, I've just been... Did I say good morning to you, sweet Beth? Good morning. Linda, good morning to you. Good morning. Oh, Linda, I'm just talking about me being naughty all weekend eating Chinese food when I'm on a diet, that kind of thing. I was just watching, what do you call it, Schitt's Creek again. I love that. I love binge watching Schitt's Creek. It makes me laugh. I've seen it a few times now, but I keep going back to the start. My dad went for his COVID injection this morning. And he says that, see, after you get your jab, they keep you in the surgery for 15 minutes afterwards, just to make sure that you don't take an allergic reaction. And they've got beds as well, just in case you do take a reaction, then you're going on one of the beds. Milo, my chat does that. My chat either does two things. It either makes you hungry or gives you feelings. This isn't an 18, but those kind of feelings. Yes, he's fine. He's back home. He said it was fine. He says after the 15 minutes, the nurse just says, right, you can go now. He says it's just like the flu jab. It's just like getting the flu jab. So, good morning, lovely Randy. So that's good. But I never knew they'd done that. That was a complete surprise that they hold you there for 15 minutes. And Linda, I was talking about a injection that I was taking a bad reaction to, but they were putting it in me too fast. And it was when I went for I was getting a bone scan because when they found out the cancer and all that, they didn't know what kind. So I was going for every kind of test under the sun, and they inject you with this radioactive stuff, right? So she starts injecting me with it, and she's putting it in pretty fast. And the next thing I could feel the veins in my neck heating up, really, really, really warm. And I went, oh, and she went, are you okay? I said, no, the veins in my neck are heating up. And she went, I'll put it in a bit slower then. Please, lady, don't have my neck blown up. Ah, that's lovely, Moomin. That's lovely. Well, I'm sitting here with this, but look, I've got my house coat, look, and then there's that. That's never far away from its mum right there. Look at that. They had a prawn cracker as well. They weren't happy about it, I'll tell you that right now. Yes, Joyce, my brother, he's getting his COVID injection today. He sent me a wee text last night and I says to him, how are you feeling? He says he's feeling fine. He says, I just hope the medication's working. I says, I've got faith that it's working because you've got to have these thoughts. You've got to have faith in it. I mean, you hear people saying about like placebos, that people, if you really believe something, it's amazing because things can happen. So while he's getting this treatment, I don't want him having any doubts that it's working. It's working. So anyway, I told him I loved him and all that as well. Yes, Beth, I've had that sensation a few times with the CT scan. Yep. Warm is the feeling down below, isn't it? Warm. In case you don't know, if you're getting a CT scan, some people, I don't know if they do it with all CT scans, but they put this kind of metallic stuff in. Now you can taste it in your mouth. It's metallic, but it also makes you feel as if you've paid yourself or something down below. It gives you a wee warm feeling. So it does. It's like, oh, here, I would get one just for that feeling these days. That's how desperate I am, really. I'd go for one just for that feeling. But yeah, there it is. Every time I'm like, oh, there's the wee feeling. And they say, can you feel the warmth? And I'm going, yes, I've got the warm feeling right now. Milano. Well, Mr. Mike and Poppy were watching me eating Chinese food, so and they were quite big prawn crackers, so I gave them a prawn cracker each. They hated it, but they still ate it, and they were looking at me as if, what is this actual crap you've gave me, Mum? They ate it, but they absolutely hated the crunchy prawn cracker. Good morning, there's my open mind. Good morning, sweet open-minded. Happy February to you. They've had their second, Linda. Oh, cool. Well, that's my dad had his first lot, which is great. I'm so happy about that. And me and Peter, we'll probably get us in a few months. As I say, we're on the list that we get our flu injections every year because asthma. But the main thing for me wasn't me, it was like my mum and dad and my brother. So I'm happy. See, even if I didn't get mine, I'd be happy that they got theirs. Yes, that's what I do with my prawn cracker. Just scoop the Chinese. That's all I was doing, was scooping the Chinese. That's how my white t-shirt is I'm going to need, it's a terrible, I wouldn't even show it. It's all full of gravy and stuff. I'd been sitting like that and missing my mouth. Because I'd waited that long for it. I'd waited, and then I had to sit, I was falling asleep, and I thought if I fall asleep I'll be sick in my sleep. So I had to keep myself waiting. March for you, Linda. Cool. Oh, Joyce, I can't wait to get outside. I'll show you outside in case you haven't seen it already. See, it's cold and frosty. No snow, but it's freezing out there. There's my sweet Em. There's my lovely, lovely Em. Good morning, Em. There's my beautiful Em. I hope you're having a nice day or night. I had a great week. I had a great weekend. See, Chinese is my... See, if I was in death row, right? See that ever happens. Chinese would probably be my last meal. I'd probably have a Chinese. If not that, then a roast dinner. Probably what Moomin had, like a roast turkey dinner. But I think it would be Chinese. Or maybe McDonald's, not be a Chinese. Chinese any day. I love Chinese food. It's my favourite. Oh, a roast dinner. I've not had a roast dinner in a long time. I remember my mum and dad used to, like, every Sunday have a roast, like a silver side roast. Oh. My favourite, I love rice, so special fried rice, right? And then a chicken chow mein thin noodles. It's like the little thin noodles like that. Ooh. And see when you mix that in with your fried rice, I'll tell you, it's a winning dish. And I also got a portion of mushrooms and gravy, hence the gravy all over my top. Because I love mushrooms. Well, it's like that. Is it your birthday today? Did I just see an alert saying it's someone's birthday today? Could it be my M's birthday? Let me just clear my throat here, because I think I might need to burst into song any minute now. I think there's going to be a happy birthday song just about to be sung. Need to take a drink. Is it your birthday? Wonton soup. See, I like the chicken noodle soup the best. Yes, it is. Right, okay, it's Em's birthday, everyone. This is just for you, Em. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Em. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. 1st of February. Good morning, lovely Angela. Good morning. Ooh, your skin. I'm going to need to go into doing some sort of skin thing now. I'm at the age, quite frankly, but I'm still coming out in spots and stuff. When does that stop? When does the spots stop? I've been waiting since I was a teenager until all of this stopped. This pluke situation. I don't even think they're plukes. I don't know what they are. Oh, it was her daughter yesterday, Linda. My next birthday is Amanda's birthday. It'll be Amanda's birthday and she'll be 26. Sky, I think my face thinks it's youthful, but I'm not. I'm an old person, really. I'm an old person. That's how, see when these men, will we even call them that, send me naughty things in my inbox. I'm like, son, I'm an old lady. You trying to give an old lady a heart attack here? No, or a laughing fit. It's more like a laughing fit. That's what, when I look at them. I need to send that to my daughters. That's what I need to do. That needs to be seen. In fact, I showed them to my mother, because she wants to also critique. She also wants to critique. So these young gentlemen that send me things like that, do you realise that my mother, my 70-year-old mother, is looking? Right? No, she's the 10th. Amanda's the 10th. Yes, Jenny, age is just a number. I still feel, mentally I feel young. Body-wise, I feel older. So, I don't know. But I've never been one to not tell my age, or like, don't, Call me Linda, Amanda, and Sophie. Don't be calling me Mum. Call me Linda or Auntie Linda or something. I don't care. You know, this is it. This is my age. I'm not going to be catfishing. Although some people like to do a bit of catfishing, but not. I'm not. I'm not one for catfishing. Did you, Jenny? Ah. Yeah, age of somewhere. It's maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just menopausal breakouts, but I don't know. I think I'm going to need to see. I've got cleanser in there, but maybe it's too strong, the cleanser. Maybe I'm. Do you know what I have got? I've got Clinique cleanser that I've never even opened. Maybe I should be opening that. And see when you feel it's like a Vaseline kind of thing, and I'm going to maybe start trying that. Joyce, exactly. You said it. A pimple next to a wrinkle is God's sense of humour. Definitely, that's it. Has M got snow? Has M got snow? You should go out and do a snow angel on your birthday. I'd be out snow angeling in it. See, we've had a wee bit of snow, but I want deep snow. I want like a couple of feet of snow. That's what I really want, but we've only ever had sprinklings. And I wonder, do you know, I was thinking this morning, I wonder if my swimming's ever going to open again. Someone said it was depressing, and it was on the news or something, that we're going to be like this for 10 years. I thought, no way, don't even say that. Take that back, newsreader. I couldn't be living like this for 10 years. Oh yeah, I want to, and I want 2 feet, I want 2 feet of snow. Yes, guy, I can't wait to go back to my swimming and my jacuzzi. Starfishing in the jacuzzi here. No wonder I've got the like that man. Remember the man that was sitting down the bottom of the pool showing me his bits and bobs? Him and Naked Lady. See when you see me majestically starfishing in a jacuzzi? I'm like a majestic jellyfish. Right? You couldn't call me a mermaid. Let's just call me a jellyfish. Majestically just floating while I'm getting pummeled like that with the bubbles. Who wouldn't want it? That's when John Travolta or Aquaman should be walking in the door. At that moment. Oh, snow cones. Ooh, see, I've not had chin hairs yet, but I do have to trim this little bit here now and again because this gets out of control. Joyce, I've actually got a video. Oh, do you know what? I'll see if I've got it here. Of the doggies, and it was when we had a really deep snow. Wait till you see wee Poppy in it. It's so cute, so cute. The wee babies trying to get through this deep snow. They made a trail. The dogs actually blazed a trail in the garden. That's what they done. Right, videos. Let's see. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. You wouldn't be able to hear the volume though because I've got... Anyway, it's just me laughing. It's just me doing some laughing. That's all it is. Right, wait, you see the wee dog. See how slow my laptop is? I mean, for goodness sake. See, it's still thinking about it. This is what I've got to work with. This is it. Oh, here we go. It's doing something now. I've got my tweezers right there. Look, can you see this? There's Mr. Mikey, like, my God. Look at that one. What a shame for the tiny hooligan. My God. Look at that. Shame. Look how deep it was. Look, there's my boy. Look, the poor babies. Look at them. Oh my God. See, I love that when it's snow like that. She hates it. She hates the snow. I don't think she doesn't know what's going on. Yeah, she's no idea what's happening. Ah. I've got my tweezers right here. Can see this light. Oh, I get into my eyebrows. That's what I do. Oh, I've never tried a foot peel. See, I don't grow hair under my armpit, but I don't sweat for under my armpits anymore either. But I think it's because they gouged out so much in that area when they done the mastectomy. So I don't even, but I still put deodorant on just because my pits have always smelt nice. Why stop now? But I don't even sweat there. Sky is melting. Sky, don't be melting, Sky. Not today. Refrain from doing the melting. Although I melt, see in my bed at night, I melt, but I've got that wee pad thing, it's wonderful. As I said to you, I don't put it under my pillow now. What I do is I put it in between my legs. Not near anything private, I may add, right? Because I don't need that kind of cold feeling. In between my knees, and I kind of have it in between my knees like that, and it cools me right down. It's wonderful. See, I don't know. I couldn't watch that though. There was someone that had a foot peel, and it was like a whole foot they were peeling off. I don't know if I would. And then I think to myself, I wonder if that would make your feet really sensitive. Would it be? I don't know. Women, I can remember. See, when I got the metal rod up my leg, right? I can't even remember how long I had to wear a cast. A long time I had to wear a cast. And every time I went to get the cast, because they renew the cast every so many months, but you can't take a razor with you and go and top up your raising, your shaving. And see, by the end of it, honest to God, it was like what's his name? It was like Chewbacca out of Star Wars. That's what my leg looked like, Chewbacca. Chewbacca's leg, just one leg. And I was going, I'm dead embarrassed of that. I'm dead embarrassed of the leg. The surgeon's over looking at the scar and stuff like that. I'm going, I must apologise for the leg hair. And she was like, I'm not even bothered about the leg hair. We're looking at the scar. I'm sorry about that, by the way. What can I do? It grew itself. Oh, that's a wonderful card, Em. See, I've never been able to wear high heels. I've never been able to wear slip-on shoes or anything like that. Even my slippers, they've got to be like slipper boots to stay on because I've not got any feeling in my right foot. See, you know. So you could stick a needle all day long in my toes in that foot and I would never feel a thing. They said it was because he trapped nerves or something due to the scoliosis in my spine. But see, it's just, look, there's not much right with me. It's amazing I can do this. It's not much right at all. But it just shows you, even if you're a mangled wreck, a woman, you know, you can do some things in life. Some things you can do. And by God, see, when you've been through, every day's happy for me that I don't need to go through any of that I had in my past. So every day's happy. I make every day a happy day. But especially at the weekends, we all know that, don't we? I'm happy too much. Too much for the Chinese food and the Russian flavouring, of course. I need my Russian flavouring. See, I only get a wee bit there and a wee bit there. They're the only bits that really get a wee bit hairy. So they just get, I just trim them. I trim. But I'll tell you something that I done back in my late 20s or something like that. My mum and dad had a caravan, a beautiful caravan up at St Catherine's. It's called. It's up at Inverness, and no, it's not Inverness. It's Inverary in Scotland, and it's on a beautiful lake and all that. Right, it's this lovely caravan. So we were up there, and I could see these wee bits of hair. So I bought something called a silky mitt, right? And on it is for the moustache area, and it was, you don't even need to cut it, your hair. You don't need to shave your hair. You use this silky mitt, and it's kind of like a nail file like that, and you just do that with it, and it takes the hair off, and it worked, right? It worked. I was like, oh my god, that's wonderful. That worked. So a day or two later, I looked in the mirror, and all there was just a rash, a bright red rash. I'd have been as well with the hair. The hair wouldn't have been as noticeable as this bright red rash, like that, right round there. Really, really bright red and rashy. And I remember Sophie and Amanda going, oh, Mum, look, you've got a wee moustache. And I was like, oh, man. The children are so honest as well. They're so honest, and it does look like I've got a moustache, but it's bright red, sore. So, see if you see something called a silky mitt. Don't be tempted. Oh, thank you, sweet Joyce. Oh, I'm probably doing that. I can't stop tapping. I can't see once you start this ASMR and start doing tapping. That's it. It's a habit for life. We're probably all the same. I tap on everything. Everything I get my hands on, I sit and tap. I can't help it. And I do it in the shops. I must irritate the hell out of some people. Or I'll pick something up and go like that bit. And crinkly. And I'm in the shop and I'm thinking, I'm in a world of my own. I don't see people staring at me, and I'm like, well, that sounds a really good sound, that. Well, here, I could do a video just with that. Right, but there's people staring at me. You know, it's not until about 2 minutes later I notice that I'm being stared at. People going, look at that lassie with a packet of lemons. Look at that lassie with a packet of lemons. She's squeezing them. She's squeezing the lemons. She's no right. I knew it for the minute I saw her. The face tattoo's the right giveaway. Yeah, a rash moustache. It was sore. I'm telling you, it was bright red. See, if I'd have left the moustache, nobody would have noticed. But see, the bright, honest to God, it was just bright red, and it was just like that. And even trying to put some foundation on it, it was so red that even the foundation, you could still see it. You could still see it. It was terrible. It's just as well I was in the middle of nowhere in a caravan. It's just as well. That was a lovely area though. That was a lovely part of Scotland way up there. The only thing is the midges. The midges are terrible. And you can buy all the midge repellent, and the fact they sell midge repellent wipes and stuff, it's just food for the midges. It's just you feeding the midges. See, if you put midge repellent on, you're just feeding them even more. The only thing that kind of helps is from Avon, they do a oil in Avon called, oh God, what's the name of it? Skin So Soft. Midget is a tiny, tiny little fly. It's so tiny. It's a wee tiny, tiny fly like that, right? But there's millions of them, and they're kind of like mosquitoes. They like to suck your blood. And see, when you're out in the summer, when it's like dusk, when the sun's just going down, that's when they come out, and they're absolutely horrendous. We had a Dalmatian called Harvey. I spoke about him, and we had him when we had went up to the caravan. We took him. He'd been in the bushes, and I swear one day he came out and he looked like a black Labrador, because he was just covered in midges. Covered in midges. In fact, I've got the wee blue blue light that they fly into. I've got it in that cupboard. I don't bring it out because Mikey's frightened of it. See, if a fly flies in there and gets zapped, Mikey gets frightened, so I don't bring it out. But we had to have that in the caravan, and the whole time, the whole caravan was just reeking of burning midgie. That's all it was. It was just like this with midges. Horrible. Yeah, and they're so tiny as well. So see how even my bat, they would miss it. The midges would get through the spaces. They're tiny little things, midges, but they're like, it's like clouds of them. It's like the air's thick with midges. So that's the worst thing about Scotland is the bloody midges. They're horrible. Movement, I have no idea. It must be, they must just love our blood. They must just love our blood up here. But they're horrible. They're horrible, and it ruins things. People think if you've got a fire going, it'll move, the midges won't come near you. But nothing helps. See if you've got the kind of blood that they want. Oh, and is it Amanda or Sophie? I can't remember. One of the girls anyway is when they get bit with the midges, takes kind of a reaction to it, and it's like big welts that come on them. I think it's Amanda. Yeah, no moss and no midges. No. They don't do that. No seams. Yes. Yeah, he's afraid. See, if I bring that in and a wasp flies into that and the blue light zaps the wasp, Micah gets an awful fright. So I don't want to frighten my angel, so I just don't bring it out. But I've got it there anyway for if there was an outbreak or something, the blue light would be going on. No seams. Yeah, in fact, let me see if I can get a picture of them. They're horrible. They're horrible little blooming things. Right, there they are. There they are. Midges. But they're tiny. They're absolutely tiny. But they go about in groups, you see. That's what they do. They're in the Midgie clan of Scotland. They're in the Midgie clan. Do you know, but can you imagine them all with wee kilts on? Then they would be cute. See if all these midges came with all different kilts, colours. They'd be cute then. I wouldn't mind them. Come on in, midges. Come in. You can have my blood if you want. Put your kilt on though. Put your kilt on. Oh, me tiny midgie. Here, did you get your dinner? See my mind. Can you imagine it though? All these midges all going about like that with wee tiny kilts on. Oh. Then they wouldn't be a pain then. See now they're an absolute pain. Put a kilt on them but they're cute. That's all you really need is a kilt for anything. I'll need to look out a kilt for me. Actually. Yes, I've got Avon Skin So Soft in there, Moomin, and I put it on. It does, I think it does protect you slightly. Some of them still go for you though, some of them still go, but maybe not as many. But it puts an oil on that they don't like the taste of. But I tell you, it's up in Inveraray, they sold midgie wipes in the shop. And it was just like feeding them. It was just like feeding time. Come on, get your food now. See, the midgie thing I've got is good. It's good for every kind of thing. It's just the blue fluorescent bars that they want to just fly into it and die. Right, so they're great. But see, like the bat I've got for the wasps, would maybe get a few, but not as many, because as I say, midges are absolutely tiny things. Yeah, can you imagine that? Open-minded, a wee midgie circus with all their wee kilts, and then you could make a wee set of bagpipes or something for one. Then they would be cute. That's all you need. Then they would be cute animals. Never mind deer and pheasants and stuff like that. Get them. Look at the midges. They've got bagpipes and kilts. Yes. That's what it sounds like with the midges when I plug that in. They just go, they just like that, firing into it. And all you smell is burning midgie in your house. It's like, by God, you would need a wax melt going. You would need a wax melt going. But especially up there where I was, see up in the Highlands, that's where they like it. They like it, see if there's like bogs or like heather fields that are kind of boggy and water and stagnant water and stuff like that. That's what they love. Just like mosquitoes, because I think mosquitoes are the same. They like that kind of condition. Well, in Scotland it's very, very wet, and then in summer when it's warm, that's it. It's Midgie Fest. And see, if you have got your skin so soft on, you'll look and there'll be some dead midges, because you'll be doing that. You won't realise you're doing it. And you've got dead midges all stuck to the oil. Yeah, see, I like, and Avon are doing which animal friendly stuff now. Remember when Avon didn't do that? They do that now, which is really great. I think all companies should go along the lines. If I can get makeup and stuff like that that's cruelty free, I'll get it. But more companies should actually do that. Yeah, greasy midges. Nobody wants that in their arm. Or you'll be eating a piece or something. You have a nice egg mayonnaise sandwich, and then before you know it, there's midges in it. I've had midges in my eye. That's a bad one as well. If you're saying, oh God, one's in your eye, it's in your eye. You've got to look in the mirror like that, and it's in there. You've got to pull the bloody thing out your eye. Or you're in mid conversation, and one goes down your throat, and you're choking. midgie down my throat. It's all fun and games in summertime. I think that's how we all need a bit of flavouring. Oh yeah, remember there was a lipstick back in the early 80s that I used, and it was from Avon, and it was called Pink Champink. Pink Champink was the name of it, and it was a lovely icy pink. That was my Madonna face, and I used to have my ice champink on with my half pink, half blue eyeshadow with the blue eyeliner and electric blue mascara. I didn't even bother with blushing or anything. I didn't need to. I was glowing with youth. Or sometimes I would like to do my lips black eyeliner and outline my lips with black eyeliner, and then put the red on. And then people go and ask her for an autograph. It is Madonna, I'm telling you, it's Madonna. That happens even now. Even now that happens to me. It's Madonna over there. I'm incognito. Shh. Ooh. Oh, see, I never knew that. See, I can't keep house plants. I kill them. I don't mean to kill. I would love to. Yes, yes, Milo. Sometimes I'm the spitting image of her though. So we know that I'm not Madonna, but a lot of people see when I get done up. That's what they think. They think there's Madonna right there. Especially because I've got a tooth gap now. So spitting image, spitting image. I should be on a show or something like that. I've got poison in there. I've got poison in my room. And the reason I've got poison in, well, because I like it for one, but remember I told you that me and my ex-husband, when I was 17, he was 18, and we went to, it was Yugoslavia at the time. And back the days, I wouldn't, see if I went into a room that was dirty in a hotel, I would just say, oh, well, we'll be all right here. Not now. Now I'd be like, don't unpack a thing. We're going back to reception. That'd be me now. But back then, we'd got this room. They gave us this room, and it was on the very bottom of the hotel, and it had like a little balcony that looked out on a lovely grassy plants and stuff like that, right? But see, at night, we had an army of ants that liked to come in. I woke up the very first morning, and know how you put a glass of orange juice down, and there's a ring like that of orange juice on your desk or whatever. There was a ring of ants. There was a ring of ants going round this little thing like that. That was the first morning I woke up, and they would come in. They would come in at the skirting board like that, and and climb up with a bar of chocolate. We put it in the bathroom, and the ants climbed up the grout to get to this bar of chocolate. We'd eventually lock our bars of chocolate in our suitcase. But here, my ex-husband decided, do you know what I think would be good? Maybe we should spray the ants with this very expensive £100 worth of perfume. Sprayed a couple of ants, the ants died. So he used the full bottle of poison as ant spray. Full bottle, just to kill the ants. The room was reeking of poison. I mean, it was we had to keep the door open because it was choking. If you can imagine, poison's a very, very strong perfume anyway. But can you imagine a full £100 worth of? Yes, that's what he done. I think I was away at the swimming bath or something and came back to that nonsense. That's what I came back to. Where's my perfume? It's all gone. I just bought it in duty free. No, Sky, I've got the original one in there. In fact, I'll take his original. So I've got the original one in there that I just bought. You can buy a different kind of poison noir or something it's called. I'm not sure what the smell is, but I'll show you up here. There it is. That's it there. I'll get it down, hold on. Wait a minute. I've got to stand in this chair. There we go. Wait, see me kill myself. Oh, ouch. Ouch. There it is. Oh. I got this not that long ago. There it is. I'm going to put some on. That's what it reminds me of. It takes me straight back to Yugoslavia, but it's now Croatia. There's their flag. Oh, thank you, Joyce. I love my wee unit. It's so cute. There's my wee. They're open-minded. There's the wee bird you gave me. See? I like sitting here. There's my wee Spangle. His name is my Stars and Stripe teddy bear. He's called Spangle. Right, I can't remember what I'm putting. I'll leave that there. I'll get that later. So it's still the same, but you can buy it like black opium. You can buy black opium normal, and then black opium red, and all different things. And it's the same with Yves Saint Laurent Paris. You can get Paris Mon or something. So it's the same kind of notes, but slightly different. Oh yeah, my Chanel. My Chanel's I love my Chanel. See, if I was a millionaire, I'd be a Chanel person. Now, I know Louis Vuitton's nice also, right? But I think I'd be a Chanel girl. I think I'd like Chanel. So, see, when I'm a millionaire, that's what I'll be rocking the Chanel clothes. See, I've got cheap perfume in there that smell just as good. There's a company called So, and they do fantastic, gorgeous perfume, and their bottles of perfume are like £3. But honestly, I absolutely love. So see, if I like it, it doesn't matter what the price is. If it's a £3 bottle of perfume, I'll buy that, and I'm like treating myself. Yeah. Oh no, that's Poppy. That's it. There's Poppy down there. She's stole Mr. Mikey's. Look at the state of the bed. See, I washed their bedding the other day, and they love that. See, when I wash their bedding, they've got to go on it and then wreck the bed because I've just fixed it for them. Oh, I wonder if it smells like the normal one, but this takes me straight back to ants. the ant perfume, as we shall call it, the ant perfume. But see, it's really strong. So can you imagine a full bottle of that in a tiny hotel room? It was eye watering. Is what it was. Yes, he's my baby. He's my baby Luke. It's a Misty Mike. It's my boy. Oh my God, look at him. Yeah. Oh, I've never smelt that, Angela. Estee Lauder beautiful. I've never smelt that. It's amazing that how perfume takes you back to memories, like the ants. That was the first time I'd ever went topless on a beach in front of people. But everything was perky back then. Everything was all perky, so I wasn't embarrassed of anything. And see, swimming in the sea, oh, it felt free. I felt free. Yeah. But that's also the first time I'd ever seen nude people in beaches. I never witnessed that in my life until then. Me and the ex-husband had to buy mirrored sunglasses so that we couldn't see where each other was looking. Because that would be a fight. Are you looking at her? I can see you looking at her. Thank you, sweet Joyce. Everyone give Joyce a little. Hashtag my beautiful Joyce. Thank you very much for the wee super chat. That's so kind of you. And see, I don't know. I think maybe the stuff that I'm using in my skin's too powerful for my skin now. Maybe that's, I don't know. I'm a menopausal wreck, so it's probably that. White linen. Oh my goodness, my auntie used to have white linen. I'd probably know it to smell it. But I love my perfume and I love my makeup. I do. But as I said, when I was married, right, I'm not doing this for you to feel sorry for me, but my whole married life, my makeup consisted of one eyeliner, one quad of eyeshadow, one mascara, one blusher, and a couple of lipsticks. That was it. No foundation, no sprays, nothing like that. That was my makeup, my whole married life. So when I branched out myself, I thought, what do I like? I like makeup. Why have I not got more makeup? And that's hence the collection that I've got now. So, and I've got nothing to be perky anymore. Anyway, the only thing that's perky is my big belly. That's pretty perky, But I've nothing now. Back in the day, I've got fluff somewhere in my hair. I can see it. And back in the day, I was only 7.5 stone when I got married, so I was a wee thing. I think skinny ladies there's a lot of things I think that naked ladies done actually. I bet you she's done skinny dip. I bet you she's done other couple activities. I bet you. My swimming's not that kind of place. It's not that kind of place up there. It's like a kind of posh place. I go up to swim. That's all I do. I go up to say good morning to everyone and then to swim. That's all I do up in the swimming. I'm not there to pick anybody up. It's not a hookup joint. Although I think a couple of people have tried to hook up with me. Just let me swim my length and go for a starfish in a jacuzzi. That's all I want. Leave me alone. Yes, Sky, you'll be perky because you're young. You'll be nice and perky. I was perky as well, but now then, see, before I got the things were drooping. There was definite droopage. Joyce, I could put a full broom under my boobs back when I had them. I could probably put a vase or something like that. See that? I could put a 6-pack of cans under my boobs and they would still stay there. That's how that went. I'd take my bra off and they would just go bump like that down. But I remember the air conditioning units in Florida. See, after a long day at the park, you'd have the boobular sweating going on, and then just to get home and then just loosen the bra and stand with my top over the air conditioning unit. Oh my God. It's like, this is heaven right here. See this right now? This is absolute heaven. The pencil test guy is putting a pencil underneath your boobie, and if it's if it stays under your, I'm not sure if you, I'm not sure how it goes, but here I could put a broomstick under my boobs at the time, and it would still be there. I could hold it. I see I had huge boobs, huge. In fact, see, each cup was bigger than a hat. Big boobies. Angela, it was a experience I'm never going to forget. I'll tell you that, because I thought I seen her. She had already been out before, this lady, and I had been in for a shower. This was before, just me and her, and I could hear women talking and all that out the shower. And when I came out of the shower, I had my hair in a towel and all the rest of it, and a naked lady had been out, and just at that, two of my friends burst out laughing. And they went, "Oh my God, did you see her? She was completely nude, just walking about, just talking to us about, everyday things, like we having for dinner the night and stuff like that." Right, and I was like, that's a bit weird. And we're going, "I know, it was awful strange." So I was in the swimming myself. Poppy! And I'm swimming my lengths, and here she comes into the pool, and I thought, oh no, that's naked lady. I thought, I'll get out the pool before her get into the shower, and hopefully be away by the time she decides to come in. Poppy! So I goes in the shower, I had my shower, and I've got to wash my scalp 3 times because of my scalp condition. I've got to make sure there's no chlorine left in my scalp. And when I came out these shower doors, there she was, completely naked. She must have ran in and just took the clothes off. I don't even think she'd been for a shower. Not that I noticed that if she was wet or not, right? But I don't think she had. I think she just went in, just took her costume off right away. So she starts talking to me about COVID. We're talking about COVID, and there's a like pillar thing in the middle of the change room, and she's leaning against it like this, at newt. So what do you think? What do you make of all this isolation and stuff like that? It's terrible, isn't it? I'm trying to avoid eye contact, and I'm wringing out my swimming costume. I'm going, oh aye, it's bad news, isn't it? It's bad news. Oh, it's a terrible world that we're living in now. And she kept talking to me about things, and I was like, and I'm trying to not be rude. At the same time, I'm definitely not wanting to be staring at the lady. Say you stared at her and your eyes just went like that, as your eyes might just do. Are you looking at me? See if I'd have died. I'm not looking at you. What are you saying? Am I looking at you for it? Oh, it would have been terrible. So that day, normally, see when I come out my shower, I take my time, I dry myself and everything like that. I lotion up, because be swimming every single day, it's terrible on your skin. So I've got to put lotion and all that on, right? I put lotion on. There was no time for lotion that day. There was no time to even dry my hair properly. I just rushed and got my clothes on as quickly as possible, and away I went out the door. In fact, see, when I got back to the car, my hair was still dripping wet. Terrible. Oh, see, I don't really know many pounds that is. We do stones here in the UK. Angela, I was trying to avoid her. She was following me about. Following me. I'm trying to get my clothes on, and she's still talking to me, and I'm just avoiding all eye contact if possible. And she's an older lady as well. She's an older lady. She's probably about my mum's age. Right, so I'm not in the changing room. We do, see if you're in the changing room, right, you do have to drop your towel, but we drop our towel and we get our clothes on as quickly as we can. Right, see if you've got to get your knickers on, you put them underneath your towel, stand up, and then so it's all done pretty quickly and tastefully. But don't just prance about having conversations nude. Amanda said, my daughter said to me, should I say to her, would you please put your knickers on before you talk to me? I thought, but that's fighting talk, Ken. I didn't want her wrestling me. Imagine that, wrestling naked in the changing room, but can't be having that. Not my age. Or a horse. Oh my god, open-minded. That's one thing I'll definitely not be asking her. Or are you talking to open-minded? Sky, I've got scars, right? And even my scars, I cover them up because I don't want to offend anyone with it. So I don't even walk about topless, and I've always got my wee towel like this, and my hair up in a towel. I take 2 towels. This is what I do, and then it's all quickly like that. Quickly get your drawers on and all that. We don't stand and. But that day, it was only me and her, and I'd nobody to save me. and I'm about laughing as well because I'm thinking, oh my god, wait till I tell the lassies this. Wait till I tell the lassies this one. Because I've usually got the odd story to tell from up the road when I go my swimming. See, the changing rooms up there, it's only women and men's changing rooms. A classy place up there, you see, it's women and men. But the place before it was the what would you call it? The public swimming baths, right? The public swimming baths. It's a big pool, big Olympic sized pool and all the rest of it, right? And it's a fraction of the price to go. And that's where I originally started swimming, and that's where that guy made a date with me. The very first time going up that swimming, men and women are in the same changing room. They've got little cubicles that they can go into, but basically they're in the same changing room, men and women, right? Which I don't like anyway. But I went in, and it was all leaned off like you would do in an Olympic pool like that. So there was a few people in each lane. So I goes into the first lane and I'm swimming up, and as I'm swimming down, there's a man, and he's got a float that looks like a dumbbell, but it's a float, and he's hitting it in the water and pulling it out, and hitting it in the water and pulling it out, and looking at me while he's doing this, right? And I've gone, oh no, no, and I can sense what's going to be happening. I'm thinking, oh god, no, I'm just swimming. I just want to swim, just want to swim, just want to swim. And as I get down to him, he says, do you see this scar in my head? This is the first thing he says to me. I said, oh hi. He says, I got brain surgery. That's brain surgery I got there, he said. I went, oh aye. I says, oh, it's good that you're up swimming and that then. That's good and everything. He says, do you know what I like to do on a Tuesday afternoon? And I'm thinking, here we can go. I said, no, what do you do? He says, I like to go to Greg's. That's a bakery, right? I like to go to Greg's, and I like to buy a sausage roll, a Danish pastry, a donut, a cream donut, and then I like to go down to the canal and sit and eat it. Right? And I thought, oh, that sounds fun. That's nice. Well, that's a nice Tuesday afternoon for you. He says, what time were you up here this morning? I said, I was up at 8 o'clock. He says, are you coming up tomorrow morning? I said, I'll probably be up. He says, about 8 o'clock. I said that. He says, right, I'll meet you here. Right? So I'm swimming back up the pool and I'm thinking, oh my God, I've just made a date with some lunatic down the bottom of the pool. I've just made a, and I'm feeling so uncomfortable. This is my second length I'm on, and I'm already feeling, I need to get out of here. I felt so uncomfortable. And I swam a couple more lengths, and then I thought, that's me for the day. And he says, right, I'll see you here tomorrow. And I got out, and then again, I'm thinking, I'm in a communal changing area. This maniac could come in at any minute now. So then again, I'm rushing to get my clothes on. That's why I went to the private place and paid a little bit more money. He's probably still waiting up there, the man. He's probably still waiting up there on a date with me. Just shows you how you can make a date without even making a date. Who knew? seeing he says, do you want to know what I do on a Tuesday afternoon? I was thinking, oh my God, no. See if it's like watching dodgy movies or something like that. I don't want to know. Please, the whole time he's doing this, he's battering this thing in the water like that. Joyce, I know, he's probably still up there waiting, the man. I feel bad for him. I do. I'm not in any way taking the piss, but you know, you don't expect that. What time were you up here? Are you coming up here the morning? Right, I'll meet you here then. I'll meet you at 8. Hey, no, he didn't even know if I was married or anything like that. I don't even know the man's name. He doesn't even know mine. We know nothing about each other. But there you go. I must see when I've got a swimming costume on. I must be a magnet. I must be looking as if I really want a date with somebody. Between him and naked lady, what the hell? What's going on with me? Oh, Joyce. No, that's a different guy, open-minded. That's a different man. I was a younger man, the Speedo man. And I'll be quite honest with you. When this man walked into the pool, he had a pair of budgie smugglers on, right? But by God, you could see he was well endowed, let's just say that. I mean, there was no not seeing it, because it was there. So I'm swimming and there's like lounge chairs all around this little pool, right? He goes to the lounge chair that's directly in my lane and lies down on it, right? He brings his knees up to his chest like that and his hands behind his head like this. And I'm swimming right up, so I'm about that away from him too, and I'm thinking, Jesus, he's got it right there in my face. So I'm thinking, wait till I tell the girls about this, right? So I start laughing uncontrollably, because that's what I do. See, in tense situations, I laugh and I can't control it. So I start going, people in the pool are looking at me, and I'm going, I've just swallowed water. I'm okay, it's just water. And I'm going, the whole time. I thought, this isn't happening again to me. Why does this happen to me? So there, I've seen him twice. He was up twice. I've not seen him after that. Obviously, he didn't. I never took the bait. He was fishing. He was definitely fishing. You know. Go for girl. Open-minded, I know. Hey, tight like that. Now, you'd think someone that was that well endowed would maybe wear like shorts or something, you know, conceal it a little bit. Well, it started to snow. Here, have you ever seen snow while it's sunshine? I hope you can see that. Look how sunny it is and it's snowing. Let me see if you can see it. Oh, you can't see it. How am I going to get you to see that? It's definitely snowing out there. Snowing, oh jeez. Snowing in the sunshine. That's Scotland for you. That's our weather right there. Sky, I know. Angela, I know. And he sat with your, I mean, there was no need for him to sit like that. He had his knees up at his chest. And his legs were open. Right, so you can imagine my view as I'm swimming down. There's no not seeing it. He's right there in front of me. And I was like, this can't be, why is this happening to me? So then I get the fit of the giggles. And then see when I get a fit of the giggles, there's no stopping me. No stopping. So I think the other girls, I think they knew what I was laughing at. They kept going, are you okay now? I'm going, I'm alright. It's water. It's water. I was like that. Oh, I hope you have a wonderful day today, my sweet Yeah, I know. I wouldn't be taking you up to that place. I nearly said the name of the place, but I wouldn't be, because that man. I mean, if he's going to be latching on to me, Sky, it'd be after you definitely. You'd be making a date with you. You'd get the whole, do you know what I do on a Tuesday afternoon, and then you could turn around and go, do you go to Greg's Bakery by any chance? He'd be like, we've got so much in common. Yes. Do you like to go down to the canal and eat it? I love that. You could go to him. Do you know what I've always wanted to do? Go to Greg's on a Tuesday afternoon and maybe get a sausage roll and go down to the canal and have it. The man would be thinking, my dreams have come true. A beautiful French princess has appeared. Angela, I was laughing so much because in my mind I'm thinking lots of stuff. I'm thinking this can't be happening. None of it was like, oh yes, or in. It was just hilarious, and I was thinking, there's no need for why do you need to sit like that? We're in an enclosed area. It's not as if we're outside sunbathing or anything like that. I don't know why he chose to sit like that, but I think I do. I think he was just trying to show off, the man. Oh. See, I miss my swimming. I would have more stories to tell you if I went up my swimming. But look at this one. Look at this one now. See, it's always got to be close to its mummy. Yes. Yes. Oh, see, I'm not too keen on pizza. I mean, I like pizza now and again, but burgers, yes, especially a Big Mac from McDonald's. Open-minded, I know. Here, a woman fell on top of me in the jacuzzi. Can you remember that one? That was a sorian because she landed right on my sore leg. Every morning, right, I would go into the jacuzzi, and a few times I was just about to go into the jacuzzi and she would run into the jacuzzi first, right? But I wouldn't care because there was a few people allowed in the jacuzzi. So this one time I thought, I'm going to go for my jacuzzi now. Went in jacuzzi and she came over and she was looking at me as if, this is my jacuzzi too. And I'm thinking, no, well, come in if you want. She missed the step and came smack right down like that, right into the jacuzzi. Landed on top of my sore leg like that. And I was like, oh, you. I was like that. And I thought to myself, is she alright? I thought she might have banged her head off the side and maybe she was going to be unconscious. Are you alright? Because she was right under the water. She went, oh, I missed the step there. I went, I've not seen her back. But she fell on top of me. She fell on top of me. And the thing. Never a dull moment. Oh. Anyway, guys, I've been on for a while. My God, it doesn't seem I've been on this long. It just shows you how much I've missed you over the weekend. We don't have any Mexican restaurants, Joyce. We do not have Taco Bell. We don't have any like Mexican fast food. The only time I ever tasted Mexican food was when I was in Florida. Scotland should get their finger out when it comes to that. Nando's, is that Mexican? Well, if Nando's is Mexican, then I don't know. But we've no like Taco Bell or anything like that. French, not really. Sky, we can buy a baguette in Asda and have some fizzy cheese and some champagne. Oh, so that, well, there you go. We have got a restaurant called Nando's. So it's a Mexican one. I've never been in it though, and I'm not sure if it's like a takeout or anything like that. I know there's a lot of places in the USA that do lovely Mexican food. Taco Bell, I would love a Taco Bell. I see Taco Bell mukbangs all the time. I'm like, I'd love to try that. They nachos with cheese look amazing. Now that's something I'd like. Sky, we could get a baguette, fizzy cheese and some champagne. That's what we could get. Well, I'm pretty sure there's some French. See, French food's always really expensive. It's always the most expensive food is La Francais food. Like you can get your escargot. I've never tried escargot. You can get that kind of thing in the fancy restaurants. Yeah, we don't have that, Joyce. We should get. See, we've got Chinese, we've got Indian, and we've got McDonald's. We've got Burger King, KFC. Domino's Pizza, that kind of thing. But we've not got any like Mexican, like Taco Bell or anything like that. Nando's is like a restaurant, I'm sure. But maybe I'm wrong. I've never had a Nando's. You've never had escargot? See, to me, they're like, we used to have things called whelks, and they're like little sea things. But how can I? Like little sea snails almost. And you used to get them in a bag. They used to come about your street, right? That a man would come about the street, and you used to get them in a brown bag. Some of these whelks and a needle, and we used to sit and pull them out the shell and eat them like that. I remember that. So I think escargot would be the same, but I know that they do lovely garlic sauce and stuff like that. I would try them. I would try escargot. I've never had the frog's legs. I'd probably give that a try as well. Says the person that's never even had avocado. I've never had avocado. So anyway, guys, thank you all for coming in. Thank you, Joyce, for my super chat. That was very kind of you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Have a fantastic birthday. Enjoy yourself today. And I'll be back tomorrow to see you. And I'm going to give you all a big kiss now. Bye, everyone.